Hey, it's Brent from PathandTarot. I'm up here in the corner this time. We are in the Pathan Psychic Suite conclusion breakdown where we talk about like the results and just see what makes sense of it all. We're at the tarot section, and so this is the part where we do a tarot reading along with our card guessing and beat the devil. Games and guesses. This is just to see if there's any sort of narrative that can come out of it that has any sort of synchronicity or meaning that can be attached to it. And the tarot, it's an uncanny device, so it does introduce the possibility of seeing these synchronous things. And we also collected some more information about the Schumann peak amplitude, some emotional physical condition bits. I collected some weather condition information as well as the moon phase, and I thought that was the coolest thing here. So with the tarot cards, we got some really interesting cards. So we start off with the Nine of Pentacles, a really good card that indicates growth, lots of possibility, a lot of resources. I was feeling inquisitive. Physical condition was fine. It was just very content. Mostly cloudy, so it wasn't cold. It wasn't very hot, so it was just you could go out and wear like jeans and a t-shirt almost, or maybe even a sweater. But this was the moon phase, so it was about 20% waning crescent, so it was in the process of becoming a new moon fairly soon, which is interesting. So if we move along here to the 27th, 2 days later, we see that we got like a waning crescent there as it's like moving I don't know the direction if you'll see in the video. Anyways, it's becoming a new moon very soon. The peak amplitude spiked up a little bit, but we got 10 of Pentacles, so that's a synchronicity in a way because you're going 9 to 10 in the same suit. That's sort of uncommon. You don't really see that, but it did happen. So again, it's like growing from the Pentacles cycle into wealth, like complete wealth, almost generational wealth, a lot more possibility being realized. So I was actually feeling determined that day. I was like, yes, I felt like really in tune. And I believe I didn't get any right answers on the card guessing, but I still felt really good about that session. So it was nice. And then this here we got, this is where it was pretty much about as full moon as you could get. So we had a new moon there. It was mostly cloudy that day, a little bit, 1 degree Celsius colder. I felt melancholic that day. I can't remember. It's just maybe it's like just it being cloudy and gray. That's what it's like on the West Coast. But otherwise, it was fine. But we got the Queen of Cups, very contemplative. I like that card because it can bring up a lot of interesting emotions, things to think about, and realize that emotion is like it's very fluid. It can just go wherever it wants to. But that day I was pretty dialed in because I got a beat the devil win and I got a card. I was correct in my card guessing. So I felt really dialed in, and what you see here, I guessed water, and it was water. So I thought that was kind of interesting. So it was like, all right, things are kind of really syncing up here. And then we move along here to our, it's still almost a new moon, but it's turning, and it's waxing into its crescent there. So we've really caught like the moon phase at a very interesting thing as it's like changing. And we got another synchronicity, so we got 10 of Cups. So seeing multiple 10s or sequences like that, again, that's pretty uncommon when you're reading the tarot. So I thought that was really cool. I kind of felt empty that day. So it was raining. It was a little bit warmer, but I was kind of hungry. I was like, I hadn't eaten. I think I was still in like a fasting state, but the peak resonance for Schumann was quite high. But again, I also did really well and beat the devil in the card guessing. So that I felt after that session, I felt pretty good. So my everything changed after that, as far as my emotions were and all this. But the end, this is kind of interesting. So then the moon phase is kind of changing in the other direction. I felt like kind of indifferent a bit, but otherwise I was fine. It was still raining a bit, but we got 5 of Cups, disappointment. So it was weird because that was the peak of the Schumann resonance. But for me, the way I interpreted that card was that, this is ending. I'm kind of disappointed that we've come to an end, because I like doing these tests. It's a lot of fun for me. So that's how I read that card. And again, I was really dialed in that day. I got it correct for both card guessing and beat the devil. And for The guess, I was guessing earth, and we got a water and earth card, and so the cups are water. So, you know, I would say overall we did see some synchronicities happen, you know, with the tarot results. I think we can say that with the tens and the nines that we saw, the two tens. So if we look at the here, I'll stretch it out a bit. This is what the Schumann resonance looks like on a graph throughout the session. So it's an upward trend versus it's like almost the exact opposite from the previous session where it started off really strong and then kind of fell down and dipped up just a little. So that's kind of interesting to see as well, is that we had like a reversal of the Schumann resonance trend. Overall, really cool information that we saw. I'm glad I collected some of the moon phase results. So you can see here, I'll run it real quick, and you can see the moon change, kind of like that. It's pretty cool. Okay, well, there you go. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.